Let's face it, buying a new smartphone in 2025 can feel overwhelming. So many options, so many prices, and a ton of hype. But today, I've narrowed it down to 5 amazing phones you can still confidently buy this year. No fluff, just real talk. Let's find the perfect one for you. Alright, let's kick things off with the absolute beast, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. If you're someone who wants everything in a phone, power, camera, AI features, even a built-in stylus, this is the one you need to look at. Now here's the deal. The S24 Ultra isn't cheap, but for the price, you're getting one of the most advanced smartphones ever made. Samsung really pulled out all the stops here. First up, the 200-megapixel main camera. Yes, you heard that right, 200 megapixels. It's not just a gimmick either. Whether you're snapping photos in low light or zooming in from what feels like a mile away, this camera delivers. And with their generative edit tool, you can actually move or remove objects from your photos. It's like having Photoshop in your pocket. Then there's the circle to search feature. You just circle something on your screen, like a dress, a dog breed, or even a word, and Google instantly gives you results. No typing, no guessing, just instant info. It's one of those features you don't know you need until you have it. The display, massive and gorgeous, 6.8 inches, QHD+, edge to edge. It's super bright, super flat, and just perfect for gaming, streaming, or even signing documents with the built-in S Pen. Speaking of which, if you've ever used a stylus before, this one's going to spoil you. It's accurate, satisfying, and just adds that pro feel to everything. Under the hood, the S24 Ultra is rocking the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy, which means it's lightning fast. Multitasking, no lag. Heavy games, no stutter. But here's the thing, all that tech comes at a cost, both financially and physically. It's big, it's heavy, and it's overkill for casual users. And let's not forget, Samsung's One UI still comes with a bit of bloatware. That said, if you're a power user, content creator, or just someone who wants the best Android phone money can buy in 2025, this is the one, no question. Now, let's talk about Apple's crown jewel, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. If you're already in the Apple ecosystem, this phone is probably on your radar. But even if you're coming from Android, it's hard to ignore just how polished and powerful this device is. First things first, this phone is built like a tank, but a lightweight one. The switch to titanium makes it noticeably lighter than previous models, and the textured matte glass back gives it that luxury feel without being a fingerprint magnet. It's sleek, modern, and seriously premium. But where it really shines is in the performance. Apple's A17 Pro chip is not just fast, it's ridiculously fast. You can game at console-level graphics, edit 4K videos, multitask without a hiccup, and still have plenty of battery left. This thing is a powerhouse. And the camera system, honestly, it's next level. You get a 48-megapixel main sensor, ultra-wide, and a 5x telephoto lens, which puts it right up there with professional-grade photography tools. Plus, Apple's Smart HDR and new portrait mode with depth control give your shots that wow factor. Straight out of the camera, no filter needed. Also, if you've ever had that moment where you drop your phone and your heart skips a beat, the 15 Pro Max might just be your safety net. It comes with crash detection, emergency SOS via satellite, and roadside assistance via satellite. Not something you use every day, but when you need it, it could be a literal lifesaver. Now, is it perfect? Not quite. Let's be real. $1,199 starting price isn't exactly budget-friendly. And while the move to USB-C is great for file transfers, some longtime Apple users might find the transition a bit jarring. Also, no real major design overhaul. It still looks very iPhone. But if you're someone who wants peak performance, incredible cameras, and rock-solid reliability, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is still one of the best phones you can buy in 2025, and it holds its value better than almost any other phone on the market. Alright, coming in hot is the Google Pixel 8 Pro, the smartest Android phone you can buy in 2025. While Samsung and Apple are flexing hardware muscle, Google is quietly winning the brains game with AI. And if you love smart, intuitive tech, this phone is going to impress you. Let's talk about design first. The Pixel 8 Pro has a sleek, minimal look with a smooth matte back and a refined camera bar that stretches across the back. The 6.7-inch Super Actua display is flat, finally, insanely bright, and one of the most color-accurate screens on any phone right now. And yes, it adjusts up to 120 Hz, so scrolling and gaming feels super fluid. Now, what really sets this phone apart is the software. Powered by Google's own Tensor G3 chip, it's not just fast, it's intelligent. Features like call screening, live translate, and the AI-powered recorder app that transcribes in real time are just a few reasons why Pixel users rarely go back to anything else. And don't even get me started on the camera. The Pixel 8 Pro doesn't just take good photos, it makes them feel magical. You get 4 pro-level sensors, mind-blowing low-light performance, fingerprints, and AI tools like Best Take, which lets you swap faces in group photos. No more blinking shots. Oh, and the magic audio eraser can remove background noise from your videos, like wind or traffic, with a single tap. Yeah, it's that smart. But hey, no phone is perfect. The Tensor chip, while smarter, isn't the fastest out there. It lags behind Apple and Qualcomm in raw power. If you're a hardcore mobile gamer, you might notice it under pressure. Also, Pixel phones have had a bit of a rocky history with long-term durability, so a good case is definitely recommended. Still, for under $1,000, you're getting one of the most helpful AI-driven phones ever made. It's a phone that genuinely tries to make your life easier, and in 2025, that's worth a lot. Now here's a phone that might surprise you, the OnePlus 12. For years, OnePlus was known as the underdog brand delivering flagship specs at a mid-range price. But in 2025, this phone proves it can run with the big dogs, and in some ways, outrun them. Let's start with what everyone notices first, the display. It's a 6.82-inch 2K Superfluid AMOLED with an adaptive 120Hz refresh rate and an eye-popping 4,500 nits of peak brightness. Translation? This screen looks absolutely stunning. Indoors, outdoors, rain or shine. Watching movies or playing games on this thing is seriously next level. Under the hood, the OnePlus 12 is no slouch either. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, just like Samsung's Ultra, and backed with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. But what really helps it stand out is the Trinity Engine, a software suite that boosts speed, touch response, and thermal efficiency. Apps open instantly, games run buttery smooth, and the phone stays cool even under pressure. But here's the real kicker, the camera system. Co-engineered with Hasselblad, the OnePlus 12 delivers a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 64-megapixel 3x periscope telephoto, and a 48-megapixel ultra-wide. The color science is accurate, the low-light performance is impressive, and the Pro mode gives you full creative control if you're into photography. It might not beat the Pixel or iPhone in every situation, but for most people, it's more than enough, and then some. Now, let's keep it real. OnePlus still isn't a household name in the US, and that hurts its resale value and accessory ecosystem a bit. Plus, the software, Oxygen OS, has improved a lot, but some users still miss the older, more stock Android feel. That said, if you want a phone that gives you flagship performance, killer design, and amazing value, the OnePlus 12 might just be the best phone most people have never heard of. Definitely a strong contender, and easily one of the best all-around Android phones of 2025. Alright, so we've talked about the powerhouses. Now, let's get into something that offers real value for money, the Samsung Galaxy A55 5G. This one is for anyone who wants solid performance, a premium feel, and dependable features without paying flagship prices. At first glance, you might actually mistake the A55 for one of Samsung's higher-end models. It has a sleek, flat design, metal frame, and a beautiful 6.6-inch FHD plus Super AMOLED display. It even uses Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus, which you normally see in more expensive phones, so it's tougher than you'd expect in this price range. Now, let's talk performance. The A55 is powered by Samsung's new Exynos 1480 chip and comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. Plus, it supports microSD cards up to 1 terabyte. That's rare in 2025. For everyday tasks like social media, streaming, messaging, and even light gaming, it holds up surprisingly well. The camera system is also no slouch. You get a triple lens setup with a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 5-megapixel macro lens. In good lighting, the shots are crisp and vibrant, and while it doesn't compete with the flagships at night or in portrait depth, it still delivers great results for its class. The 32-megapixel selfie camera is also a solid bonus for Zoom calls or social media content. Battery-wise, you're looking at a 5,000 mAh cell, which easily lasts all day, even with heavy use. And yes, it supports fast charging, though not quite at the warp speeds of some higher-end phones. Now, the drawbacks. It's not a performance beast, and gamers or power users might notice that. Plus, no wireless charging or advanced water resistance. Understandable trade-offs for the price. But here's the thing. For under $500, the Galaxy A55 5G offers an exceptional balance of features, quality, and style. If you're shopping on a budget in 2025 and still want that Samsung polish, this phone is absolutely worth a look. And there you have it. 5 smartphones in 2025 that still deliver serious value. Whether you're after premium power or smart savings, there's something here for every budget. Ready to upgrade? You'll find Amazon affiliate links for all these phones down in the description. Happy shopping, and thanks for watching.